So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams only know one way to play each other.
It is a true heavyweight clash. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finish.
Bellingham! Pedri, Dani Olmo, Yamal, and there's green grass ahead of him. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe. Endrick receives it in a... Oh, shooting chance! And it's there!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And it's Pedri. And here's Dani Olmo, driving through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pedri. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Vinicius Junior. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely spread. Rafinha, not the most accurate pass. Look at the space here. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Looking to widen the gap. Valverde! Balde. That's a little off target. Bellingham in acres of space out wide. Pedri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Rafinha. Mbappe. Balde kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dani Olmo, and here's Gordon.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Valverde. And that was nowhere near his best. And here's Endrick. He'll try from distance. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cucurella puts the ball in. That has ended up in no man's land. He's going for goal! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Koundé, Yamal, and Dani Olmo. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Endrick. And it's Olmo. It's run loose here. Gordon. Endrick.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Cucurella. Great vision. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Gordon. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. Tries to play it through. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Looking for options for movement. Cucurella. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And he thumps it clear. Gordon. Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply.
Madrid are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Played out towards the right wing.
Madrid can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Great ball, real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dumfries with the clearance. Chance for a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
Barcelona really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Vinicius Junior. Gavi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pedri is there and he can pick it up. Gordon, and that has been slung wide. That is a great pick out. Great chance! Split-second reaction.
Dani Olmo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now, can they get him away? And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Madrid with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And we are back underway.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And it's Valverde. Aims beyond the defence. Can he finish? Well, now it's... Oh, what has happened here? Gavi. And it's Gavi. And they win it back again. Araujo gets over and intercepts. It's a threat. There's the shot! And that's a good finish. And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now.
He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Bernardo Silva. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
He's had it taken off him. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Gordon. Gavi. Valverde. Now it's Endrick. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dani Olmo. Madrid have reclaimed it. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's the booking, always looked it.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Decent hit from there.
Madrid couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Valverde. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Spread to the right. He is through here. Forced to go back. Endrick. Vinicius Junior. That has been cut short. And it's Gavi. Now it's Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Yamal. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Madrid are looking to break at pace. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Araujo with the slide tackle there. Gavi. Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. Can he get away here? Bellingham.
Barcelona seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
And he's going to have his name taken. Played back to the goalkeeper. Ambitious ball here. Valverde calmly anticipates. Konate. Bernardo Silva. Looking to play him in. And that has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Into the channel. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chance! And he makes no mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Knocks it into space. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. That has not gone well.
Suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
And here's Rodrigo. That is very well defended. Now he's got space here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Brahim Diaz. Goulet. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! We thought they were done, but never say never. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Takes a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was a given. It always was.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Adeyemi. Oh, good spread. Oh, no joy this time. Shapes to shoot! There's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Cucurella receives it in a wide... There's the header! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Madrid now on the verge of victory. Save for a few. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped.